It's Wigan time again at this time of year. To St Mary's, another scout from Mauricio Pochettino.
Well, I want to refer back to Sunderland before. They both started the weekend on equal points, and this is the first minute of the game against Chelsea. And you talk about intent. This is nothing to do with talent, by the way, when we talk about things like this. And at the bottom, we find ourselves talking about organisation and intent. You can just see from the very first part of the game, look how the forward momentum of Southampton's players. Ricky Lambert running past people to get to check, saying you're not going to have an easy day here today. The back four, just there now. They head it, but what's the reaction of the two fullbacks once they've headed it? There, they're on the move forward. See the forward body movements. So straight away you can see, Klein, you can see more than Shaw, but they're moving up the pitch.
Real
Again,
energy, isn't it?
Energy in the game. Lambert closing down, people getting to people quickly. Again, you can see there that the back four, they've tried to push up. You can just see from the actual body shape, they've tried to close that space so that Chelsea can't operate in here and make it difficult. We'll move it forward again. And they clear it. And you've got to remember they're playing against one of the top teams in the league. The ball was forward, and again you can just see how again that back four has just tried to squeeze the game, leave people offside, work those forwards.
Which is exactly what Sunderland weren't doing.
Exactly what they weren't doing. This is nothing to do really with anything to do with ability. This is just to do with actually running in the right direction and making sure you work your legs as defenders. And that was the difference between, in the first half, Sunderland, because Sunderland did better in the second half, but in the start of the game when you need to make an impact, and in the 44th minute, we talked about the Sunderland reaction to a counter-attack. This is Southampton's reaction to a deep counter-attack. They win it here, they're all back, as you'd expect, trying to defend the situation where Chelsea are on the ball. They win the ball there now. And just take this forward just a little bit there. The reaction of these two, and the full-back Klein. So play this on full speed. Look at the speed of the attack. Look at Punchin's run, taking Ryan Bertrand away. Look at Punchin's run there. He takes Terry away, he takes Bertrand away. Look at Klein joining the attack. And you can see there the intent in everything that they're doing. And are we saying that Punchin, Rodriguez, McLean, Johnson, you won't say there's actually a massive difference in ability. You could argue with Johnson there's probably more talent. You've got to sprint up the pitch. You've got to have that ability. In Southampton and Sunderland, really, having started the weekend on 31 points, a real difference in the energy in which they're putting into the first half of the games.
And you talked about Sunderland not gambling, if you like. Southampton do that. You've always said it's a bit of a risk, but it's certainly paid off for the weekend.
It's got to that point. You see how Redknapp's team tonight. There's time to take risks. There's no point in going down with a whimper. And they really do show a little bit of quality on this goal. I mean, talking about getting up the pitch, I don't think Ivanovic will be too pleased with himself when he sees this goal again. Particularly on the first part, comes into Yoshida. I'm just going to highlight Ivanovic there. Really, he should really get up to Rodriguez. He shouldn't be 5-10 yards off him there. You see this ball gets played in. The gap's too big between Mikel, and from there on in they set the attack up. But again, the run forward, the movement forward past the centre forward, who drops in, and that just takes Frank Lampard away. Then they move it over to Shaw on this side, and Lambert's put himself over on this position. He's out Mikel in there, again, another little run forward in there. Mikel doesn't stay with the run. Well, this is good quality play now. This is all good quality play. And it's wrong to mention defensive frailties, because there's a great 1-2 here from Rodriguez. He set Ivanovic up brilliantly, and it's a really top quality goal. And you get rewards in the game for the work that you put in off the ball and being up the pitch and trying to show a real level of desire to try and win the match.
John Terry got Chelsea level, but with sides down the bottom, you always talk about the importance of a goal scorer, don't you? And sometimes about a hero as well, and Southampton has certainly got that.
They've got a talisman, they've got a fan's favourite, someone who lifts them, someone who actually the rest of the players look up to. You can see that they're happy to have him on the pitch, and that's the experience bit. In some ways, Aston Villa need that a little bit in this next few weeks, just somebody who can drag them through these moments, because they're quite a young team. But you just see with Lambert, he's the type of player who won't blink if there's an opportunity to keep his team in this league, and the rest of them around him are providing the legs. And just throw the actual free kick in. I'll be honest with you, I don't think it's the greatest bit of goalkeeping from Petr Cech. I think he should save it. However, there's quality in the take, and you've got to give credit to him. And we'll move it forward there. He's got full sight, Petr Cech. There's no way.
Has he?
Well, I don't believe that.
Torres not blocking him there?
No, I don't think. Well, there's no way that Petr Cech should get himself in a position. I think he's got a full sight of the ball there. You can see there. Now, one thing I would say is Fernando Torres does make a little bit of a shuffle towards the left, which maybe, but he's got no excuse in terms.
It looks to me as if he has a little look.
What you'd usually have would be players in this sort of area, making it very difficult for a goalkeeper. He's got none of that confusion. So basically, I mean, it's a great take from Lambert. I just think when you're Petr Cech and you're a goalkeeper of his quality, he should probably be saving this type of shot. But take nothing away from Lambert. Like for Southampton, I have to say they deserved it as well. We're going to see another run of it here. You'll see Fernando Torres just move out a little bit, maybe slightly unsights Cech, but for me, you know, Lambert was the man on Saturday for them, and he will score goals towards the end of the season. And
it's 3 points that move Southampton up the table. Another big scalp following Man City, Liverpool, now Chelsea for them. They are up to 12th. This is how the bottom half of the table stands.